Miami.
Read my eyes, do I want to stay? If you thought you weren't made that way, it's the choices we make. We give and take, and I know you will keep trying. Said I think I know what you mean. Pretty good for a dumb machine. And you gave me that smile. We stood there for a while. That was when you woke me up.
Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Another beautiful Monday to start our lives. Let's do it. Yeah. Got to stay positive every single day. That's how we make it happen. No negative self-talk, positive talk to yourself. Tell yourself you can, you will, you are the best. Shout out to you all for being here. God bless you all for being here. Sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. Welcome, welcome. Back in the home studio, back away from the distractions. 177 to the 7 of the chat rate. We got 7 on the 7s. 7 on the 7s all the way up to the upside. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here, sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. Welcome. Let's get that intro started. Let's go. Let's get hype. Let's go, baby. Yeah, baby, yeah. Click the wrong thing. Shout out to everybody here. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on it. And let's get that chat rate going. Whenever you do something funny, people are like, we can't see it, we can't hear, we can't hear. Shout out to the 228 people on the live. Thank you for here. I hear him clearly. This song is so good. It's hot in your voice, man. Lip reading is underrated. I know, most people should be able to lip read. You know what I mean? Shout out to everybody here on the live. When we started this morning, I gave a Bitcoin update. That's all I was saying. And I said that this was going to move to the green box. And we got the pump off of the low stochastics. I said I'm the most known stochastics trader. I even dressed today to match the stochastics. You get it? The blue and the red. Hey, I'm matching the stochastics. Wait, you want to see me match stochastic? Hey, look, me and the stochastic look like the same thing over here. I'm red and blue, he's red and blue over here. When the red's on top of the, look, and when the blue's on top of the red, you guys getting it? Are you getting it? When the blue's on top of the red, now if I wore a blue shirt with a red vest, that would be something a little different, all right? That would be downside, right? So when the blue's on top of the red, like so, stochastics in the money. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. But like False Move Monday, they got us to the top of the channel. Look, I suggested we would hit the top of this channel. It's exactly where we went on the wick. Look at to the T. Pretty crazy. But it's not always that exact. But wow, you got to hand it to the lifers, banging on them to the upside. So I saw this cup with this handle, saw low stochastics on the RSI, and even looked like there was going to be a bit of a pump to the upside here on BOOKMAP. BOOKMAP, link in the description below to BOOKMAP. Jump on in today to use BOOKMAP. BOOKMAP will blow your mind. It's really where you want to be. All right, and I love it. If you want BOOKMAP for yourself, or you can even look at Pepe liquidity. If Pepe just got banged all the way down to that 15 area and took a bit of a bounce, Pepe. And a lot of people that are dreaming and scheming on Pepe, I'm telling you right now, I would only put money that I was willing to lose on Pepe, like casino money, butter money. Just throw it in there. It is what it is. What is butter money? Well, I don't know, but it just came to, it sounded right. Like, well, you know, when I think about it is, butter is like, I mean, it's a big part of the meal, actually. So kind of, but you know, it's a smaller condiment, right? It's not like steak money, all right? It's not roast beef money, right? It's butter money. So you put your butter money where your butter mouth is. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. If you want to join the trading group, look no further than the pinned message here in the comment section. Click on that. That brings you to the Discord. You're ready to go. You can either go to cryptolifer.com, and join the trading group as well. Simple and easy, beautiful pay network ready for you on the back end. Then we have MEXC right here with the landing page. Jump into MEXC today. I'm telling you right now, MEXC is the place to be. Shout out to everybody here on MEXC Global that hangs out with me and does damage on MEXC. We love you. We love you. We love you. So, here is the deal. The dealio. So here's the deal. The prize pool is ended on the event. Just want to make sure, you know. And look at this. 5 beautiful people earned themselves 500 USDT by trading their butt off. The winner was 176% with a massive move. Love to know who that was in the trading group. We'll love to talk to you, ask you how you did it. So if you're watching here and you're in the trading group, maybe you're not, maybe just use my link. We don't know. But if you joined the trading group, we would like to talk to you, break it down, have a little bit of interview. We could interview the winner of this, maybe even the runner-up, right? But even the lower person only made 40%. I mean, that's how hard it is, leverage trading. People act like it's amazing. 5 people were able to do it and, you know, earn 500 USDT in reward. It's pretty awesome. So shout out to anyone that did jump into that. Absolutely amazing. God bless each and every one of you. Much appreciated. Much appreciated. All right. Mo Audio. This guy must be so far back in the game. All right. Turn it up, baby. Turn it up. I feel like it's already too loud, right? I feel like the music's already a little too loud. Boom. Boom. There we go. Turn up. I could turn my mic up a little more if you want and bring it closer. You want that intimate feel? You want to act like I'm right there. Hey, what's going on? You want me to whisper in your ear? No, that's weird. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you, Tony Rosas. What happened to the Celtics completely collapsing? I'm embarrassed for my Celtics right now. Absolutely embarrassed. But look, there's support. There's resistance. Can we bounce off this area now for a bit of a break back to the upside, or do we go sideways is the question. So far, so good for Bitcoin. Bounce, previous support becomes new resistance. We had an issue. We made a flag. I talked about this flag likely breaking up on the 15-minute time frame, and boy, oh boy, did it get a nice pump to the upside. But it is false move Monday, so they shredded it right back down. It's exactly what they do. You could expect nothing less or nothing more on a Monday. So let's get the lemon into the water. I'm back on track. Let's get the lemon into the water. Let's cleanse. And remember, I did read something that you don't want to do lemon water right before. Sometimes it might stop blocking some iron or other things. So what I do is I drink the lemon water and I wait about an hour, 2 hours. I don't eat until the end of the stream. And then I will go and have some food. You know, today I might actually fast after all the junk I ate. Well, last night I was at this Mediterranean place and the owner came up to me. I was wearing a suit or whatever. Owner comes up to me. He's like, I like you. You're my VIP. This is your 3rd time here. We're eating there late at night, me and Rob from Sin City Crypto. At the end of the night, we would go and that's where we would get, you know, a little bite to eat. You know, we'd get a little salmon. We'd get some of that. We'd get like a gyro plate. With the Mediterranean salad. We wouldn't get any of the fried food. It was really, really good. One time we had calamari, but I'm not really a big fan of that as well. Decalcify the pineal gland. Only channel to talk about decalcifying the pineal gland. That makes us so unique and different. We're not like the average channels. We do something a little different here. All right. Last night I talked about Bitcoin likely getting to the green box. If you watched my show last night, that's exactly where we went. And we were lower than this too, somewhere down in here. So we talked about this falling wedge breaking to the upside because they break up 68% of the time. And then you could even take the length of your pole and say, well, this is where you were likely going to go. It's all there in the TA if you're able to stick to it and stay focused. And we do that every single day for you. My focus is your focus. That's why people love paying $99 a month to kick it with me, because it's $3 a day and they get an obsessive analyst who's going to go over the charts the same way every single day. I'm not going to add new indicators. I'm not going to do this and that. I'm doing the same things over and over again. Low stochastics, tight moving averages, falling wedges, back above previous resistance became support with the wick. And there was a likelihood we would get the move to the upside. I was able to call it this morning for my lifers, right? And you'd be like, no, hogwash. And I'd be like, okay, I get it. I would also be very skeptical, and I would be like, no way. No way. But look at this. If you watch my update from earlier this morning, and you can see me, and this was at like, what time here? And let me pause this for a second. Could do one more hill before, and we can get that nice little pump. So the 1 hour could be a little overbought, right? It fell out of the pattern, fell back in on the smaller time frames. 15 minute is looking aggressive for a pump. Let's see if we can get back above this green sign to the upside, right? It's false move Monday, but it's still, you know, a trade possible here with an entry with a stop loss below 26,694. You know, perfect trade. You never know. Just be careful because it is. Perfect trade, by the way. Stop loss in everything spoken about. Didn't mean I was telling you what to do. I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing I'm saying should be taken as financial advice. But, I mean, I've hit so many trades in my lifetime, and so many setups that I've gone over have banged on them. And you could say, oh, yeah, it's you're pumping them, but I can't pump Bitcoin. I can't, so it's all hogwash. You know what I mean? People don't want to believe how hardcore you could be when you're disciplined and you stay focused on the same things over and over and over and over again, baby. And over again. Shout out to all of my beautiful souls on the live. How we all doing today? Bang, bang, bang. 393 people, 160 likes. What did we lose? 500 lifers when I went to Miami? I don't understand. You go to Miami and you change it up for 5 days? Let's get up to our 700 viewers, man. 500 viewers. Where is everybody going? Shout out to all the lovers of life. We have over 750 paying people in the trading group. Let's get us all to the live stream at least, or at least kind of tuning in here. Shout out to everybody here on the live. But you know what? Let's focus on what we do have, not on what we don't have. We do have 393 beautiful people on the live, 180 beautiful likes, and $9.99 in Super Chat. You people are absolutely amazing. Thank you for the love. I'm going to stay positive. Not easy being a YouTuber, grinding every single day. Then you grind for years. You get less views than you got a week or two before because you took some time away to hang out with yourself and friends and network. But you know what it is? I take a deep breath, and I'll be fine. I'll make it through. But it does. I have to be honest. I mean, I'm a human being. It bothers me a little bit. I have to be honest with you. I like being honest. I like showing my vulnerabilities, you know, and I like pushing forward. I like things to move. Shout out to Board Type Crow. Had a nice dinner with him. God bless you, man. He actually ended up on the live stream, or he ended up in the videos with me. Appreciate that. Watching this guy, he was talking about a backdoor. Every once in a while I check. I don't watch a lot of Da Vinci, but I watch his videos from time to time. All right. What happened? We don't got a thumbnail today. What's going on with the thumb? What's up with that? What happened with the thumbnail? We got the thumb. I don't know why it's doing that. It's weird. We made a thumbnail. Some days they mess up the thumbnails. I don't know what's going on there. If I'm at the right live stream, I have no idea. That's strange. We're here for you, Sam. Keep up the quality and consistency. I was not expecting to be on YouTube. Is that okay? Is that okay, man? I forgot. I never asked you, but you did see me filming. I don't know what you thought I was filming for. You know what I mean? But where's our dinner, man? What happened to our dinner? Oh, yeah, this was amazing. The dinner we had was absolutely amazing. I know you guys don't come here for the dinners, but the food was great. The end was amazing. But this is Board Type Crow right here, man. Same birthday as me. We share the same birthday. Pretty interesting to have someone to the day. 3 years apart, same exact birthday. You know what I mean? You got to love that. You got to love that, right? And the end was insane when they took this giant cake out, and it was like this circle cake. No, because I thought it was going to be this giant cake, right? It was pretty nuts. So the waitress comes out with this thing on a plate. It was insane. And I'm like, what is that, right? So she comes out with this giant, I have to show you. And then she comes out with this giant, and then she pours the chocolate on it, and it melts it all the way down to pieces. I was like, what? Dude, it was the size of a football. Look at the size. It was bigger than my head, you know? And it's pretty interesting, I'll be honest. They had these molds in the back that they must have made. Unbelievable. And then it reveals it was pretty awesome. Double camera shot, too. You got to love the dual camera shot. We did really well. 2 iPhones just banging on them. Anyway, that was amazing. I had a really good time in Miami, as you can see. She is hurting it. What does that mean? What is hurting it? I have no idea what that means. Just a YouTube cache issuing doesn't matter. Interesting. She is hurting. I shouldn't just read random comments because I don't. So imagine if you just saw she is hurting it and you didn't know where it was coming from. Maybe want to eat. Oh, she was hurting the, she was, made me want to eat chocolate right now. I mean, who does not want to eat chocolate when you see something like that? That was absolutely absurd. Shout out to the 418 people on the live. Let's get the likes up to the watchers. Remember, that's how you grow. We grow together. I can't do it without you. You can't do it without me. We can do it together, though. Together, we can make it through. Together, we can have a blast. Together, we can have an amazing time together. No eat, no pay, baby. No eat, no pay. So, Bitcoin, what do I see happening for the next few minutes, for the next hour? Is there a trade to be had? Well, that's a bit of an SR flip, regardless of the insane movement today. And, you know, that 7-minute looks like another pump is coming after this bounce. You could see it looks like another pump could be happening to the upside. I'm going to have to make another account here so I can trade small time frame futures while I have my big trades open. But look at that. I mean, that's starting to, even though it's just a loop there, look at our 5 minutes ready to, see this like loop? It's a good sign. And the bounce back off the movement suggests that we may get a move. I'd watch out for the M pattern here. We got to get back outside of the pattern. But a big move is coming, and you can see a lot of people saying the same thing, the ideas, right? We're looking at this a similar idea. You know, a lot of these YouTubers, I believe, are in my Discord. I'm being honest. They join my Discord on the low, and then they use it to make videos. Because I'm the most consistent guy in the game. You know what I mean? So they're like, I'll watch his video, and then I'll put up videos. It's cool. I get you. I know who you are. I see you. I see you. I see you. Anyway, but God bless you all. So we got the pump out of the cup and handle. That's why they call me Sammy Cup and Handle to the upside. Shout out to my man, John. John McAfee, baby. We will always remember you, John, for life, baby, for life. For life, John. Never forget. Never forget the pianos of John. Even Jordan, have a lifer filter. Amen. Cup and handle, baby. Hey. No, I do not have Frankie Candle's Discord. No, I do not. I was in his just regular Discord back in the day because we were friends, and he actually put me in there and gave me like a special little like name, so my name became red. But I was just talking in there. You know what I mean? I really don't have time to buy anyone else's Discord, to be dead on. I have to be honest. I love Frank. He's the man. But my style and his style is different, and it would get in my head. You know, I have to stay focused on my channel. I have to stay focused on what I'm doing. I wouldn't have seen this cup and handle if I was using Market Cipher or something else. You know what I mean? I wouldn't have seen this happen because it's and I'm not saying whatever you use works if you use it long enough. You know what I mean? I want to make sure it's all love here. No matter what you use, Market Cipher, if you use just the indicators that I'm using, whatever you use, as long as you use it over and over again, you will get an affinity to it. You'll get better at it. It'll work for you. Okay? I know what works for me. That's the key to know it works. Look, I just called this pump right here on the 7-minute, and it's starting to rise yet again. How did I know that was likely going to happen? Because I know what an SR flip is. Previous resistance becomes new support, and we bounce right off the support zone. Regardless of it being a Monday, the fundamentals still apply. All the necessary things apply as time goes by. Who can guess what movie that song is used in all the time? If you can guess what movie that song is used in all the time, I'm going to do something fun for you. I don't like to say it here because certain words shouldn't be used, but I'll hook you up. You know, let me know. All the necessary rules apply as time goes by. If she can take it, so can I. You know. XD at the end, and it what? I don't know what you're saying. Shout out to Frankie Fractal, Cadena, bro. Shout out to my Cadena bros. All right. So look, another pump seems to be coming here, but could we make an M pattern? So whenever I see the falling wedge, I know that we could make an M. However, the measured move is above my zone here to 27,281. And what a nice little pump for Bitcoin. All right. And you can see, had you just been if you were in my trading group this morning, you would have called the first pump with the stop loss ready to go. Right. I gave the exact trade, really. I said I would put a stop loss below that point right there. We had that nice little buy up. So it told us, hey, there's a chance. And now already you'd be up in a tiny little futures trade. It would have to be a futures trade to be getting to the upside here. All right. Kadima Diamond Handers. All right. Frankie Fractal, been a bug for about 6 months now. Interesting. Watching my position bleed, but Casper is burning, so it's not that bad. Shout out to everybody here, and that's going to be my trade of the week. I'm going to keep talking about this and going over it. Let's break down Casper for each and every one of you beautiful souls here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. You're amazing, every one of you. So let's take a look at our baby Caspa, too, not to be confused with Casper. And this is on MEXC Global. Let's take a look here. Wow, all the way down to 114. Unbelievable. And I still didn't buy back into my whole position yet. And I kept talking about how this could get lower People didn't believe. If you chased, and I want to bring this up a lot, and I've brought it up before, but there's probably some new people on the channel. So KUSAMA pumped hard, and then I drew my 3-day Fibonacci and said we're likely to come back down to the 618, 706 area into this accumulation zone. And people probably gawked at me and laughed at me and said, no way. And I've been adamant about this, and I had to wait my time too. I had to wait. Look, we had to wait all the way about 57 days. Took 2 months. And that's what I'm learning about reaccumulation. I bought here, came to the 618, sold a little bit. Then we bought back in here, came up, knew it was going to come back down into these areas of Fibonacci retracement, 786, maybe even an 886 retracement if it got a big enough pump to the upside. So, again, chasing KUSAMA, but let me show you something. If I taught you what I taught you and you only knew the 4-hour time frame, you would have seen this flag, and this flag might have made you FOMO because you would have been like, you know what, this thing can move. But if you stuck to the 3-day charts and stuck on the 3-day chart, you would have been able to kind of get through the idea, but it was hard. Even when I saw this start to pump, I was like, man, I think I missed it. And I told my wife, because I sold right around here in this wick, came back up and continued up further. I said, what if this thing keeps running and I miss it? My emotions got the best of me for a moment, but I didn't let them make me make a trade. But they did try to take hold of me. And I was like, man, and I want to let you know that I even, get the same feelings that you get as a beginner trader. They don't go away. Those are human emotions. That's what trading is constantly aligning yourself with the proper feelings and going against those emotions. Once you learn the indicators, once you learn a proper system, you can still ruin your entire portfolio based on emotions. It doesn't take away the emotion. You still have to curtail yourself. You still have to be in lockstep, all right? And you got to stay disciplined as much as humanly possible. Shout out to the 235 likes, 458. Can we get the likes up to the watchers? This is not your average YouTube channel. Let's go. Let's go. The emotion here, the drive here, all right? On the 3rd week of my father's passing, my dad died 3 weeks ago. It was tough, right? He died Monday night, really, into Tuesday morning. But, that's when I got the call. Your dad's being airlifted to the hospital. Something's not right with Finn, said my mom. And honestly, on my way home last night I'm going to be strong, but on my way home last night from the airport, my wife picked me up and I drove, and I went by the road for the first time, the hospital road that you take the right on. And it's an iconic spot in Boston on the Jamaica Way, right where you could take a left to Brookline, or you can go further up when you're 5 minutes from Fenway Park. And my dad drove me all over Boston. He taught me everything about the city. He knew the city better than anyone I've ever met. He could drive anywhere, no GPS. He knew all the side roads, back roads. My dad knew the city of Boston. I'd like to put up against anyone else in the world, man. My dad knew the city of Boston, man, like the back of his hand. And he bopped and weaved through that city. He loved the city of Boston, man. And last night I went by the road where the hospital was. And I saw, and I remember taking the Uber that morning. And I hadn't been there since it happened, And I didn't know that I was going to react the way I did when I saw it. I said to my wife, I said, that's the street. He died right in that building right there. I can see it. And it hit me like a ton of bricks. Apologize. Let's continue to move and hit gains, baby. Let's continue to move and hit gains. But and then you'll wake up in the morning. I woke up this morning, I was working out with my wife, and I felt like everything was regular. And then it hit me as your dad's gone. There's this piece missing. There's this piece. Now it's me, my sisters, and my mom, and it just doesn't feel the same. It doesn't feel the same. It doesn't feel the same. And he was such a big personality, and he would have called me. When I was in Miami, he would have called me. I was there for 5 days. He would have called me at least 3 out of those 5 days. Guaranteed. And no one, my mom's been busy. I love my mom, but she didn't call me as much as my dad did. My dad called me religiously. How you doing? What's going on? I was his only son, you know what I mean? I was his only son. We had a deep connection, me and my father. He knew me better than anyone else in the whole world, man. Anyway, I love my crypto lifers, man. You people are amazing. Now, me and my mom have always had a really good relationship. She's just not a phone person, personally. She's a hi and goodbye. She says her piece, and then she gets off. She doesn't like to sit up. My dad would sit. He was a talker. My dad could sit on the phone. You'd have to be like, all right, Dad, I got to go. I always had to tell my dad I had to go. You know what I mean? I would say, like, hey, Dad, I'm about to go into this. Or, Dad, I got to do my live stream. And he'd be like, oh, okay, you know. Man, I miss him. And I met some really wonderful people. BJ, I want to keep bringing up BJ. If you want to follow BJ on Twitter, he's Biscuit Jesus. All right? Let me see if I can. The Biscuit Jesus and the BJ. You know, that's why I call him the BJ, the Biscuit Jesus. But this guy, man, he sent me a DM. Really nice guy. Don't mind the pants. No, I'm just messing with. He's a funny dude. But you know, he really consoled me, and he was there for me, and he held me down, and it was really awesome. This is hilarious. The very professional shoe with Crypto Wendy. That's so funny. You gotta love it. Why not? Like they usually do. But look, he ran the boards. They had a nice board there too, as well. Cool little setup they had, multiple screens. You know, it was awesome, absolutely amazing. And we did ATB there, which was really, really nice. Had a really, really good time. So, BJ, man, I love you, man. Thank you for what you did. It was really, really nice. You know, he consoled me. Anyway, I'll hold you later, said my wife. Fly high, Jimmy. Yep, fly high. And that's the little dove in the corner there with my screen. Celebrate Jimmy. That's my dad. And I always said that he's going to have a piece of my stream for the rest of my life. He's going to have a presence on my stream. And there he is, man. There he is right there, as you can see. Back to brass tacks. So the falling wedge on Cadena. All right. This is the time to get back in. When most people aren't they're afraid. They're thinking, hey, I'm freaking out. It's not good enough. But this is, on CASPA. All right. On CASPA. All right. And so what I will do is I'll go to the spot here. And what I like to do is I like to build a position. All right. So I go to not Casta, all right, KAS, CASPA, don't get confused. And I buy, another bag of CASA, at these beautiful levels, like where no one's paying attention, all right? And I'm going to buy about $700 worth of CASPA. That's what Sammy's going to do. Not 7,000, right? $700 at this price here. But you click on it, look, it's going to change. I just remember that. At about 15-12, right? And there I am making live buys of the channel. Not many people do that. I make live buys on the channel all the time. Last night I was DCAing. I bought some Bitcoin in front of everybody. All right. And it's always a good time to buy a little BTC too. You know what I mean? I just like buying a little bit. I buy Bitcoin whenever the day, $360, just a little more Bitcoin. You can't, wow, almost back to 27K. Bitcoin doing damage right now. Buying a little more Bitcoin every single day. Why not? All right. So look, when I just did that, I paid 0 fees. I just want to make that really clear. 0 fees on spot trading. All right. Ooh, showing you my, oh no, I was about to say, those show my bags. But if you go to MEXC Global regular site, 0 spot maker and taker fees. All right. 0 future maker fees and just 1% taker fee. What is a maker and a taker? A maker is when you make a limit order. You make the order like making a sandwich and you put the order out. And you make the order, all right? A taker is when you just have to ask for the order and you grab it. All right? You grab it and you're like, let me get that. I need that. All right? And so maker and taker fee is just something to think about. All right? Just so you understand what's happening there. Takers when you're basically market in. Makers when you limit in. All right? That's basically the easiest way to say it. Shout out to Board Type Crow, man. God bless you. Love you, Sam. Sending good vibes. Keep remembering you mean you still are his only son. It happened as it was supposed to stay on your grind. Shout out to DJ. God bless you all, man. Hey, brother, I know it's hard, but being so thankful that you had a great dad in your life. I never had a father growing up, and that hurt, and the emptiness never goes away, man. I'm so sorry to hear that. I'm sorry to hear that. May God bless you. So I like CASPA, KASPA, as a nice trade coming up in the next probably 2 to 3 weeks from now. I wouldn't be surprised if we saw CASPA kind of doing some damage. 3-day chart suggesting that a big move could be coming here. Right? Even though it's not, and we talk about it. Also, it's still got a hidden bullish divergence. As that swings up, that swings down. That's a hidden bullish. Tells you that the trend will continue to the upside. I like what we're seeing for the trend. And we're just getting started. And we were buying CASPA down here. Remember, it's still up huge from when we first got into it. That's another thing to think about. Still up really, really nice. So, hey, again, it is what it is. You do whatever makes you happy. I'm not a financial advisor, but I will kind of talk about the things that I'm looking at. And CASPA looks interesting to me. It's been in its own bull run while the rest of the market really hasn't. So that's another interesting concept. Let's get back to that 7-minute flag that I just put out for Bitcoin. Let's take a look here. Back to BTC. And so like we did call this pump when it was just getting this flag, and then we got to move up. We're getting a little overbought, but there's still an extended move here coming, possibly, as they want to liquidate, I guess, the shorts here on BOOKMAP. Let's take a look here. Any liquidations yet? Yeah, a little bit even Steven here. So look, these little boxes are people getting liquidated. That's what I love about BOOKMAP. It shows me the actual liquidations set up on the board here, right? And you got to get the liquidation indicator. You got to know how to load it in. It's a jar file and get it going, right? And so look, and again, it's Monday. Usually they're going to go both ways, and they did. They liquidated the shorts high. They came down, liquidated the longs, 177,000. Came up, liquidated the shorts again, liquidated some longs. Now we're even Steven. Liquidity, more to the downside than to the upside. We have fatter orders at 25,000. Does that mean we go there? No guarantees. And we have this one major order up here, 27.6. It'd be nice if we could close that 27,600 level. Now, BOOKMAP doesn't tell you exactly what's happening, but it does say, hey, it's like fishing. Say you went fishing and there was a bunch of hooks, and one hook had a bunch more bait than the other. The fish is likely to go eat the hook with the biggest fish on. This is a similar idea. The market maker is likely to go and get his liquidity at the biggest order spots. So when there's a lot of order blocks there, you don't want to be in between price action and a large order block for Bitcoin. You know what I mean? Because you're likely to get squeezed inside of the zone unless you have the big enough money to direct it the other way, which if you're not a whale of a whale, it's highly not going to happen. All right? So, does MEXC require a VPN? I don't believe so, no. Stay blessed, Lifer, hands down, best YouTuber in the game. God bless you, United States, man. Thank you. Yeah, MEXC, use Lifer's link. The best place to trade, least expensive place to trade. Jump on in, and if you're just questioning where it is, you can jump on right here and join the trading group and join MEXC right there at the landing page. All right. You can confirm. You can still see here. I want to make sure, though, this might not work perfectly. We may have to get this fixed. Let me ask my team here for a new link. Or the old link probably works again. Here, let me go grab it. And we'll replace it here on the stream, and that will be the new link. It's important, you know. Want to make sure we get it right. Well, the baby's bugging out right now. What is she doing? Funny, my little 2-year-old, she is the best thing since sliced bread. I love her so much. I love her so very much. She's amazing. She really is. Yeah, but that's the end of our MEXC-exclusive campaign. Shout out to anyone that won. God bless you for doing that. We love you. We love you more than you would ever know. Thank you. Sending good vibes, man. Thank you so much. Keep up the good work. You mean you were still his only son. Thank you, DJ. We love you, brother. So there's the new MEXC link, and don't forget to join the trading group. It'll blow your mind. We work very hard. There's so many people there teaching you proper risk management, getting you going, staying motivated. Really, sometimes that's just hard enough to stay motivated. And you know, I missed this live stream. This live stream really got me going. And even though I was in Miami, having to deal with the Wi-Fi, not knowing if everything is going to work perfectly, made me uncomfortable. As much as I love being there and I met everyone, meeting the people and the socialization was great, but I'm a hustler, everyone, and I like my hustle to go correct. And when my hustle wasn't going correct, it was kind of like, man, you know. Anyway, sign up to MEXC today with the link. I'd greatly appreciate it, all right? Save yourself some fees. Do the right thing. Hey, eventually that's not going to last forever. They're going to turn the fees back on at one point. You know it. So in my humble opinion, I would take advantage of it while I can. And so that's why you see me adding to my bags, doing the right thing here and there. Good morning. Happiness and health and prosperity to all. Thanks for your time, Sam. Shout out to God is love, 528 hertz. And love is the strongest frequency in the game. God bless each and every one of you. Good day from Austria. I hope you're doing today. Also, what do you think June will bring for crypto? I don't think, man. I look at the charts. Let's take a look at the bigger ideas, and that's how we'll be able to figure it out. All right. So then we made the M pattern there, false move Monday. But what this can do is this can start consolidating this way too as well, inside of a pattern here. You see this? We'll be watching for something like this, but we did get rejected once or twice here on the zone. And we could even be making more of a falling wedge, something like this, like a flag, which makes more sense to me. I'd like to see if we can hang. I don't like to trade Mondays. I want to be honest. They're not amazing. You can see there's a lot of false moves. Let's see if this flag can now hang. We're going to touch the 21-day moving average. We'll reset a little bit on the stochastics. This flag may continue to hang. 4-hour time frame looks amazing. All right. So far, it's been pretty, look at that buy up wick there. We get rid of everything and just look. 4-hour had a wick here, another wick here. You're showing buy pressure to the upside. Yes, we got this lower wick, but see if we can fill it. This 4-hour candle closes in 1 hour and 15 minutes, and we'll see what can happen. I want to also get that move above this point of control to see if we can get all the way to the value area high and touch the 200 SMA. Starting to get tight on the moving averages. That 200 SMA is starting to become a tasty bite where we could eventually go to price action. So now I know I got a lot of stuff going on here, so let's look at Bitcoin again on a cleaner chart just for a split second. I like the Coinbase USD chart and just break it down for each and every one of you. So here's the deal. We got this, we got that, and this is a symmetrical triangle, and that's why most YouTubers are saying a big move is coming for Bitcoin. At the end of the day, we also have this bigger wedge, and to me, we're on our way to the top of the wedge. That's just pattern trading 101. Likely to get, but then we have to get above here and bounce to the upside. And this is the wedge that I've been breaking down as the cup and handle for a long time. If we go to like the weekly chart and we take a look at this, I've been projecting this cup and handle for like a few weeks to a month and a half, maybe even. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like 5 weeks at least. Right? I started projecting it the second we hit the rejection of the high there. To me, that is a cup and handle. All right. Does the handle go all the way down to 25,000, 24,300 area? There's a chance we could wick down there and we could just go sideways into the downside. But the weekly is now resetting, which is a beautiful thing. We had all this time and we knew the weekly was going to come down. And look, the weekly went from here to here. That's very rare. Let me show you something. Stochastics RSI, what they do is they go from one dotted line to the next. Let me change the MACD here. But they go from one dotted line to the next. All right. That's what happens. Dotted line, dotted line, dotted line, dotted line. And you can look at just physical price action, and what I'm trying to tell you is this is very interesting. You look at this and you'll say, okay, last time we were at the dotted line and we came down, we pumped up, but eventually we started to drop down. And look at, even from here to here, what a massive drop for Bitcoin, right? And look what I'll show you. Yes, it's back. That disappeared. I don't know what happened there. I hit like some, but there you go, right? And I'm just isolating the zone, right? Here's another time we left the dotted line and we came all the way back down to the next dotted line. And you can see, even actually, I will even move that over a little bit. But what happened was like a move to the downside here as such too. And that was from dotted line to dotted line. All right. Now here again, from dotted line to dotted line. I'm just teaching you something. Pay attention here. Right. Now, and here's another one here, which is our major dump there. But now look at this. We've gone from dotted line and almost back to the dotted line. We're actually getting a little bit of a bullish push. Let's take a look at this. Oh, no. Okay, I thought I saw something there. But look, we're about to touch the dotted line. It doesn't mean more pain could come. More pain could definitely come. I'm open-minded. I just want to make that clear. I'm not a perma bear or perma bull. I'm not a moon boy. I'm just, long term, I do believe in Bitcoin, for sure. But look at this. From this dotted line down to here, we only went sideways. We didn't get the dumpage that we usually are looking for here. So you can see that the bears are just, they don't have the strength they used to have. There's too much buy pressure around the world for Bitcoin, and things are starting to change. And this is what the charts, you can see it in the charts. You can see it in the charts based on this idea. And what I like about this is I call this carpenter trading. And why do I say that? Because I believe even someone that doesn't know how to trade but knows how to just measure and be a carpenter could understand what I'm talking about. Like, you don't need to know 100 indicators. All you need to know is like, that's not as long as that, yet the indicator went down pretty hard, right? So the odds that we're going to dump even further, I mean, it's open-minded. We could go to 10K, we could go to 16K. I'm open-minded to it all, but the odds are just very, very small. And it's looking more and more like we may never get to this 25,000 area. People may front run that Bitcoin. You saw me buy Bitcoin last night. You saw me buy Bitcoin right now. I continue to add to my stash of Bitcoin. All right. At least $500 to $1,000 a week, at least, usually a little more. I'm buying Bitcoin. All right. Again, I'm also buying other coins too. Don't put me in that maxi category. I love Bitcoin and I think it's amazing, but don't call me no maxi. All right. You saw me just buy Casper too as well and build on my Casper bags. Right. I actually bought more Casper than Bitcoin. So what does that say? And Andy Big Consensus sent me here. Shout out to Andy. Andy's a nice guy. God bless Andy, man. What a blessed man. I can't believe he sent you here. What a blessed man, dude. He's one of the nicest people I've met in the space. And we haven't really got to chill yet. I really want to get him on the show. Oh, Jamie, we got to get a meeting. So many new people that we can get on the show after I met them in person. We know all the managers and all the people, and we just got to sit down and get organized. Some of them I met on Telegram. Some of them I met here and there. But so many awesome people I want to get on the show. Crypto Zombie we can get on. We can get Sheldon the Sniper. Definitely wants to come on. We got so many beautiful souls, you know. Crypto Face, I met face to face. He definitely would jump on. So many really, and they were really nice. Like every one of them was just really nice. And I had like a really good interaction with all of them. So, you know, Garrick Soloway, just what a nice, I got Garrick Soloway, one of the nicest people I ever met, man. Give me a lot of insight, was awesome about answering questions, just down to earth. These people are amazing people. What her wallet would hold Caspa? Which is an interesting question. Let's take a look at the coin market cap. That's a great question. Because I don't know. Just got to take a look at what chain it's on and see what it does here. Interesting. GitHub. And Caspa's going to be on Uphold, which is pretty good. 11 days ago. That's a big deal. Translating Caspian worldwide accessibility, right? Translates needed for Caspa JM. Caspa render injective, see upside amid market crash. What's going on? 25 days ago. It's funny. Caspa's been hot. It's in its own little bone. It's a proof of work cryptocurrency which implements Ghost DAG protocol. Unlike traditional blockchains, Ghost DAG does not orphan blocks created in parallel. Rather allows them to coexist and orders them into consensus. The Caspa blockchain is actually a block DAG. All right, a decentralized acyclic graph, right? This generalization of Nakamoto consensus allows for secure operation while maintaining very high block rates, currently 1 block per second, aiming for 10 per second, dreaming of 100 per second, and minuscule confirmation times dominated by internet latency. The Caspa implementation includes a lot of cool features such as reachability to query the DAG's topology, block data pruning, with near future plans for block-headed pruning, SPV proofs, and later sub-network support, which will make future implementation of Layer 2 solutions much easier. All right? Who are the founders? Caspa was envisioned by R&D company DAG Labs through Invest by Polychain. Nonetheless, Caspa is a community project, completely open source and no central governance, no business model. The founder is Yonatan Somoplonsky, postdoc CS at Harvard University on the MEV research team. You got a Harvard man. Yonatan's 2013 paper on Ghost Protocol is cited in the Ethereum white paper. Caspa core developers and contributors include cryptography doctor student Shai Waborski, CS master Michael Sutton, and Michael Zach. And you can just see its unique ability to support high block rates while maintaining the level of security offered by proof-of-work environments. Caspa current mainnet operates at 1 block per second. Down the road, core developers and researchers will work on stretching the capability. Think 10 or even 100 blocks per second. One of the fastest chains out there, So, and you just got to love it, man. Where can I buy Caspa? At the time, it's on CoinEx, MEXC, TBit, and Trade Ogre. Not many places to get in on that. And he's asking, where can I put it on a hardware wallet? I'm not sure because I don't see it as an ERC20 token as well. All right. Interesting. It's on 5,549 watch lists, 238. I love this coin, man. Do damage, do numbers. It's all about, but when you're trading cryptocurrency, it's about making sure you understand what's happening. All right. And, aping it at any moment in time, usually not the best idea. All right. Not the best idea. So let's get back into the smaller time frame here. As you can see, we broke down Bitcoin for you. We talked about Caspa. I showed you why I liked it. I bought it live on the channel. But again, you do whatever makes you happy. All right? You do whatever makes you happy. I've been swing trading Caspa on and off for the last, 4 to 5 months now. It's been pretty great and pretty fun. All right? So remember correctly, let's start back at brass tacks here. 15-minute was in a cup and handle. I gave an update to my trading group. They were able to snugly get on into that if possible, or if it fit their trading style and they liked it, they were able to make that trade. They had to have the education, though, to take advantage of the move. Then we got this bounce down here, and look at this massive wick buy up to the upside on the 15-minute time frame. Then we had a 7-minute flag that we put in here, calling a little bit of a pump, and it did get the pump. Stop loss to break even or kind of trail it. We would have been able to take some gains. Now we're watching more sideways price action in this bigger falling wedge for KUSAMA. I mean, for Bitcoin. Funny, for KUSAMA. I'm off today, and it's a little funny, man. Anyway, so what I want to see is Bitcoin not break back below 26,868. It's kind of important we stay above 26,800. All right, as you can see, this point of control sticking out. And can we stay above that? We can get to the volume area highs somewhere to the 27,200, back above 27K. Major resistance right there at 27,286. And not only there, but if we can't get back above there, we're also looking here at about 27,453, and then the king, 27,657. We got to knock out all those previous resistance points to remain bullish, all right, for Bitcoin. So what do I see happening for Bitcoin throughout the day up until tonight? It's false move Monday. So it's just like chess. You have to plan it out. You can't tell yourself you know what's going to happen. You have to plan it out. I see it breaking further down here to the downside, making this flag, but there's a chance that later on, Monday afternoon, this flag breaks to the upside. So what we have to do is we have to just stay above this previous resistance here, and there's a high probability that we can break up to about 27,278. The 1 hour time frame, not so amazing. It's a bit overbought, and it's attempting to kind of stay high, but you remember, and I'll look for some bullish divergence or hidden bullish. Nothing crazy yet. Nothing too crazy yet, but we are getting high on the stochastics. A move would have to kind of chisel us back up, and then eventually we're coming back down at 1.2 as well on the 1 hour time frame. But take a look at our 4 hour time frame. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to another chart and just focus on the 4 hour, the KuCoin chart. All right. I got so many trades everywhere. It's insane. Insane. All right. So here, if we look at KuCoin, get rid of the moving averages for a split second here. And this is just, again, if you're just new to the channel, this is what we're watching. Everybody's watching this. This is it right here. This is the pattern. And it's getting tighter in the zone, and it's what's called a symmetrical triangle. Symmetrical triangles break up or down the length of the base of the triangle, right? It's even got somewhat of almost a descending triangle vibe there. Didn't mean to get both of those. That's what happens if you have them both shifted out. You break down, right? You're going somewhere to about 25,300, 25,200 to that area. You break up, you're going to boom back to about 28,250. So only time will tell. We're getting closer and closer to this idea. Almost kind of put it in a falling wedge here, but that one's a slight uptrend compared to that. It's got some almost descending triangle vibes, I'll be honest, when I really look at it. Descending triangles tend to break down more than they break up pretty fast. But if we try to grab this one and align it, kind of saves us more in an idea that we're in some type of symmetrical triangle here that's getting tighter in the zone. If you saw a YouTuber say, hey, a big move is coming, they're not clickbaiting you. They're telling you, honestly, this is getting tighter and a big move is going to come either to the upside or to the downside. I'd be looking for the bearish retest of this line for the breakdown or the bullish retest of this line for the break to the upside. Retests are going to be the best places to get in. I don't buy breakouts for any reason. I think buying the breakout is just a little too remedial and elementary. And I never really did it personally throughout my lifetime. Of course, I probably FOMO'd into a breakout, I'm sure, before when I didn't know what I was doing. But once I gained a strategy and I started nailing it, I decided, hey, I'm only going to go for retests, bottoms of the patterns, and I'm not going to force it, right? Shout out to the 558 people on the live, 319 likes. And it is May, too. People have more time with their family. People get out. People are outside as much as they can. So Bitcoin, tighter and tighter and tighter. It's getting tight like a toiga, all right? Tight like a tiger. And this is the 4 hour time frame. The good thing about the 4 hour is the stochastics are pointing to the upside with lack of bearish momentum in the MACD. That tells me that there could likely be a move to the upside here, and we could find ourselves at about 28,333. All right. So just one thing to talk about. We could get that move. The 22 hour also coming for the reset. All right. The 12 hour and the 8 hour and some indecision. And then the bigger picture when I show you this is this big falling wedge. Like I did at the top of the wedge, come back down, right? So even if we do go up and we hit that target, we could easily come back down to about 25,000, So these are areas to watch. And then we got a CME gap that I keep bringing up just to be nice. Just to show you, hey, watch the CME gap here. Bitcoin USD on the CME. Sorry, my finger slipped there. And the CME gap has a gap right down there, all right? And that's just what we keep kind of mentioning and talking about. And the low part of the gap, if I grab the title and I go to price note, The low part of the gap is about 20,600. So these are areas that we definitely have to watch and be careful of. All right. Again, what I like about this is that's going to have me limit in, right? So and that would be a really nice place to buy some Bitcoin. So what I do here is we go to BTC. We may never get it. I want to make that very, very clear. I'm basically hope we don't get it, but you never know, right? And so you're going to go here, you're going to go to spot, you're going to go to limit, and you're going to go to 20,000. We're going to look at the bottom. We want the best possible price on that CME gap. Yeah, it's about 20,006, right? And let me just make sure this is correct because I don't want to be misspoke. Yeah, the gap is right there. You see it? What is a CME gap? It's when price closes on the weekends, but Bitcoin makes a huge move. So when they open back up on Monday morning, there's a massive gap in price action. All right. So you're wicked down at 20,250 even. Let's bring that down. So that's where the wick starts and the candle opens. There's no guarantees we will fill this gap. I want to make that very, very clear. But so you're talking 20,165. I'll call it 20,250. All right. And I'll do some wacky number like $49.50. Right. I don't know if I can do the 50 cents, but even 247 is nicer, right? And that's going to be a bigger order for me personally. We're talking $2,000 there. And what we'll do, so my limit order is 20,247, and I'm going to buy Bitcoin there, and that's going to stay as an open order. You're going to see open order. They got nothing here. You're going to click on that. All right. And that's going to stay as an open order. If Bitcoin gets to 20,250, that order will fill. All right. And I may add bigger movement to that order, but I'm just beginning to keep myself privy for the CME gap. I'm not saying we're going to the CME gap, and I think it's highly more likely we do not. But the openness as a trader is to always keep yourself covered just in case. If it goes there, it may go there on a wick like this one, maybe right back up in a couple hours, and the opportunity may just disappear. Who thinks it's a smart idea to put a limit order down at the CME gap here at 28,000? And we'll go to Twitter with that. 20,130. All right. The Bitcoin Jesus, you got to love it. You got to love it. What a nice guy, man. Really, really super nice to me last night. Felt like last night, just the other day. Almost went without the typo. Now, remember, we got a CME gap on the upside, too, so not to be, Do you think putting a limit order at 20,247 is a good idea? That is the CME gap. And people are going to say, I know nothing. I don't think, right? That's probably what I'm going to get the answer from most of my crypto people. I know nothing but the fact of my own ignorance, Sam. I will not tell you what I think, right? Always include a typo to make sure people are reading. It's great engagement when they correct you in the comments. I know, right? You know what's funny? I think that's funny. Always include a typo when posting to Twitter. Is great engagement. You can write it is great engagement in the comments. And then misspell Bitcoin, dude. That'd be funny, right? Bitcoin Pizza Day, baby. Today's the day that someone bought a bunch of Bitcoin. Always include a typo when posting to Twitter. It is great engagement in the comments. I love it, Jamie. I love it. Celtics Heat, ended up just getting demolished. What happened to the Celtics last night? Geez Louise. What a complete collapse, right? Anyway, So we got the CME gaps. We've talked about Bitcoin for you. We broke it down multiple time frames. The weekly we showed you, the 1 hour, the 4 hour, and this symmetrical triangle, right? This is kind of what everybody's watching right now. Just nice and easy and simple, right? We want to keep this nice, simple, and easy. At the end of the day, you're getting overbought on the 1 hour time frame. If we can't get a smaller time frame like the 15-minute or a flag to break us above here and hang out, likely to come back down and chill in these areas, right? So I'd be looking for either a breakout and some type of flag up in here, and then I can make a long trade once we're outside, or smart idea is maybe a possible insurance trade right now where we can open up a short, kind of where we're sitting. Would have been smart on the wick there. We can keep a stop loss on the other end though. Yeah, risk reward ratio is a 1. Yeah, I don't like this trade. You have to just go too close to make it a 3-to-1. That's why you really need that wick to get into the shorts, personally. So you would have to mainly hope that it left the pattern and really took a nice dump. But possible insurance short here because you can stay right outside this pattern. And if it starts to break down, go tighter and then break down, you're in the money. So possible insurance short. I call it an insurance short because I'm not saying it's guaranteed to happen. It's just insurance. And I only like to open up insurance shorts when it's highly more likely they're going to play out. This one looks okay. What I like about it too is you don't have to risk a lot. All right? Especially if you got it in on this wick and you put the stop loss, you'd be so close to your entry, you'd have a way better, and the more trades you take like this, the better off you'll be because when you lose, you won't lose a lot. And when you win, you'll win better. So look, and that's proper risk management, knowing when to take a trade and why, and kind of teaching yourself these ideas. One thing I didn't fully see too, but I played it a different way, was the shoulder, the head, and possible right shoulder. I think I half brought it up, and that did break up the measured move of the head and shoulder pattern for Bitcoin. So a big move is coming. We're going to break either to the upside or to the downside out of this move. 4 hours suggests we break up. What was my suggestion is, I think it's more likely we break to the upside than to the downside. I do, based on buy pressure, based on what we're seeing, but it's a symmetrical triangle and we have to respect it. It could go either way. So that's Bitcoin in a bit of a nutshell. I hope you're feeling good about it. I'm feeling great about it. Makes sense to me. Okay. Remember, join the trading group. You would have made a beautiful Bitcoin trade this morning. Spoon-fed at about 7:30, 8 in the morning, 8:30 in the morning, as I'm doing my updates every single day. They know you're going to be a Florida team player. Heat, right? We the people win every time. Let's pamp it. Royale Secret of the Gov and FUD. Why? Shout out to Pokemon. Hope you had a safe trip home. I mean, I'm home, so apparently I did have a safe trip home. Yeah, no mishaps, no craziness. No one screamed on the plane like last time. I was on a plane. Woman started screaming, fire, fire, fire. Literally looking at the condensation on the engine. Scared everyone half to death. Like, literally almost gave me cardiac arrest. I looked at my family, and I thought that was it. We're going to go down with my kids and my wife and everybody. It was scary business. All right? It is scary business. Market is retesting, but y'all need OBT token by one crypto. Don't tell. I don't make you know earlier. OBT, I'll take a look at it. I don't know what this man's shilling on us, though, and I will denounce it or like it really quick. I like OOBIT. I like OOBIT. I've been talking about this coin for a while. It doesn't look good in the charts at all. I have to be honest, at all. It is on MEXC though, right? The only place you can find it. But the chart is just beat to the ground. It's a very strange chart. However, I like the actual use case of this coin. Funny, look at my TA. Did play out though. We talked about the fact that this could break to the upside for a gain of 89%, and it did. It made that gain. It went sideways a little longer. Never hit a stop loss because stop loss would have been below these lows. So I did put this out, and I've talked about this many times. This thing is amazing. It's a OOBIT price today, though, with a 24-hour. If you'd like to know where to buy OOBIT, they don't tell you about it. Yeah. It provides in-store payments with crypto with an unbelievable Apple Pay experience. That's to its cutting-edge technology and magic. It does it behind the scenes. OOBIT has a built, robust ecosystem that allows consumers to pay with crypto anytime, anywhere in the existing Visa, MasterCard, proof-of-stake terminals. While consumers pay with crypto, the merchants receive fiat money settlements, the very same as well as other credit card payments. I mean, this is beautiful. I could walk around my crypto. Eric Song's an experienced equities and futures trader with over 20 years of experience. After starting his career in proprietary trading firms and global macro strategies, he confidently progressed to manage a substantial portfolio in a billion-dollar hedge fund with a global macro strategy, Asia Genesis Asset Management. Aaron Miller, OOBIT's co-founder and COO, is a blockchain early adopter with a specialization in high-performance technology development and marketing. All right. And the chairman is a prolific blockchain investor, early cryptocurrency adapter that has poured his time and effort into making it a more accessible industry for all. Moshe led $500 million in transactions in tech companies and private and public investments that delivered outsized returns. Bridging OBDC from BSC to ERC20. It's on the Binance Chain Network, can easily be bridged to the Ethereum network, and vice versa. Deposit OBT tokens on the OOBIT app and withdraw choosing the preferred network. That's pretty awesome. So I like what's going on with OBT OOBIT. Yeah. OB token. Sorry, not talking about OB token. We're talking about my OBT, not your OBT. It is what it is. All right. You talked about OB token. I don't know if I'm a fan of this thing. 320,000 market cap. I'm going to move on from that. Thank you so much, though. God bless you. Okay. Again, it wasn't a super chat, right? So it's all good. Hey, Lifer, with inflationary cooling, you think their bearish structures are less bearish than they look? Exactly. That's what I'm saying. I also talked about the fact that we didn't lose a lot on that weekly, right? And again, we could make a nasty move to the downside. If this breaks down, you're going to take the length of the base of this falling wedge, and you're going to pull it down to here. And that's going to tell you Bitcoin's going to somewhere at about, I don't know, 22,005. You know what I mean? So anything can happen. I'm being open-minded. Let's get through the smaller time frames first. Let's see what happens today on False Move Monday, and let's see if we can get the break back to the upside for these smaller time frames. We zoom into our 7-minute one more time, just one last check so we can see what's happening, and we're still staying inside of the fallen wedge, you see? We're respecting the wedge, baby. We're respecting the wedge. And this is a flag that could break to the upside, right? Right now, I mean, 7 minutes says it wants to go again, and it's retesting. So that's very, very interesting to me. Wouldn't be surprised if we got a bit of a move here on the 7-minute time frame. All right. That's just what it's saying. Length of your pole, you're backing a flag, and you're retesting previous resistance became new support. You got a lot of indications here that we could get the pump back to the upside. So I'd watch this for another pump. Lack of bearish momentum so far. Falling volume with falling price suggests a reversal is coming. Again, this would be the third call I made today, or the first call. The second call was kind of whatever. It did pump, though, out of that 7-minute. With the trailing stop loss, you'd be in the money. Here's another 1.41% gain, possibly for Bitcoin, and we'd break above that green zone to the upside. Super bullish on OB token. If someone acts a fool on a plane, they should be by everyone on board and arriving at the destination. Oh, it was so whack. And honestly, they let her sit on the plane. She got to even ride, I believe, again. And so she screams, "There's fire, there's a fire." She was looking at condensation. This was like in when I went to Hollywood, Florida in November with our family for like that Thanksgiving weekend area. We went to Hollywood, Florida. And I can't even remember, man. I've been to Florida so many times now in the last 6 months. I went there in October, right, for Bitcoin, for Decentral Miami, which was a really fun, good time. Then we went back to Hollywood. Then we went to Sarasota. And then I just went there again. So 4 times since October, I've been to Florida. I keep thinking there's like another time, too, that I can't quite remember. And then Austin, Texas as well. So it's been a lot of traveling, but it's been fun. Good to be home. Can you look at CB token, not OBIT token? I just looked at it. She must be terrified if she ever goes to a Turkish bath. You're so funny, man. Lifer is the man. Shout out to Hassan, my man. Hassan Zulfer Films, man. Go watch his films. Did you see on the news that Hong Kong is opening crypto trading to all the citizens? Yes, we've talked about it for the last 4 weeks straight. And we even talked about a few coins that I like to look at that tend to pump. So let's take a look here at CFX, Conflux, USDT, and let's see what we're seeing here. So I've talked about this coin many times. Bit of a hidden bullish divergence forming too on the bigger time frames like the daily there as you're swinging up, but the RSI is swinging to the downside if you match the levels there. And we're back in the golden pocket. We bounced so far off the golden pocket, retesting in the area. I could see this thing make massive moves once they come back in from Hong Kong. So I would be watching this closely. And here's the trade. It's still open, has not hit a stop loss for any reason. Trade is still open, ready to rock. And this is something that I'm looking at too. If you're in the trading group and you're not able to watch the live stream, I'm still going to post these setups to the Discord so that you can get access to everything that we're talking about, even if you had to miss it. Maybe you have to work with your hands. Maybe you're welding. Who knows how hard your jobs are, right? But I know there's so many hardworking people in the Lifer gang. CFX, Conflux, trade is still valid on the move. Shout out to Gains on Gains. Shout out to my name, Target hit. Bang, bang, bang. Another Bitcoin trade in the books if you were in the trading group. Shout out to Sean for picking up on that and getting it done. Sean, I love you for that. Fast moving. Didn't even have to say a word. That's what I'm talking about, Sean. We're becoming a brain, me and you. One total brain, connected. God bless you, Sean. Thank you so much for the love. I don't want TA. I just want your 10 on Turbo Toad. I have no idea. I'd never heard about it. I'd have to deep dive it. Love, light, and good vibes to all the lifers and the lifer fam. Love you guys. Shout out to Justin Cashmore, my man. And me and Justin had a blast, man. It was so nice to see people that I know and that I'm familiar with. You know what I mean? At the trading, at the conference, I had a really, really good time. I realized that I had so much family. Like, this crypto group that I created is a family. And no matter what city I go to, no matter what state I go to, there's someone reaching out with love, light, and happiness. There's someone with the lifer feel and the lifer vibes. You know how special that is? You can't pay for that. You can only get that through dedication and hard work. And shout out to Justin and all the beautiful lifers here. God bless you all, man. Put your Caspa on a 3-back of Tangem hardware wallets. Interesting. Tangem? A 3-pack? Tangem wallets, pack of 3, secure crypto. Okay. What is a Tangem? I would never buy my wallet on Amazon. Just be careful. Not trusted sources. Is a card-shaped self-custody cold wallet, which gives you full control of your private keys. Store, buy, and earn. Transfer and swap 6,000 coins in tokens. Swiss-based. Buy now. Tangem. Right. Why do you have to have 3 of them? Simple, secure. We provide a record 25 plus years replacement warranty. Amazing. We advise cryptocurrency holders against using the seed phrase for backup. Keeping the key to your assets on a sheet of paper is prone to multiple security risks. Tangem has developed a safer alternative. When you activate Tangem Wallet, the chip in the card generates a random private key, which never gets exposed. Neither Tangem nor anyone else knows it. It is therefore impossible to steal it or to trick you out of your hands. Instead, the seed phrase and additional cards are used for backup. This is why Tangem Wallet is sold as 2 or 3 sets. Dude, I'm all about it, man. Now with so many weird wallets going on lately, it's just been insane. Pack of 3 for $50. It's not that expensive. Pack of 2 for $43. Hey, this is interesting to me. I like what's going on here. Tangem. And I might even just add to the cart right now and get myself a Tangem pack of 3. I might get another pack of 3 and give it to a crypto lifer, man. I'm actually ordering one of these right now on PayPal. My wife never likes when I use PayPal for whatever reason. But I tell her it's the easy, most secure way to do it. You know? I'm literally buying one of these wallets today. I'm going to be looking at it and checking it out and see what happens. All right? What's the live? I mean, they started with just XRP, and they're awesome and great support as well. Thank you for saying that. Worldwide shipping included. Contact, continue to payment. Yup. And there we go. I just bought myself a pack of those things. I had to. I really did. I did. And when that comes in someday wow, that's amazing. Got so many different wallets recently too. Pretty interesting, just to say the least. Got so many different wallets. Even got the Arculus wallet, which is right here. Arculus also is a card type wallet based idea here. Tough card, you know what I mean? But I believe in spreading it out. So many wallets that people have no idea what's going on. They just can't even figure it out. You know what I mean? That's the plan. So we talked about Bitcoin in depth. I don't think we need to go over it much more. We'll look at it at the end of the show and kind of show you what we're seeing. We talked about how Hong Kong is going to be opening up trading. That's a big deal. And we even showed you a coin that I'm looking at that I believe could benefit from the hype. All right. Also been posted to the trading group and such. And I'm also going to be deep diving today into find some new and interesting coins in the trading group too as well. So stay tuned for that. And that won't be on the live stream. That will be exclusively in the trading group. Argentina, immediate term bearish, long term bullish. There's a lot of ledger and treasure FUD out there. You can get Casey on an interview. She's never had one. Crypto Casey did a review on it. Interesting. Exodus is a self-custody wallet. Links with Trezor as well. Lifer, thank you for being you. You played a huge part in pulling me out of the deep and dark places. Shout out to Andre I. Man, you're going to keep shining your light, baby. That's the key. That's what we do here. And I met so many people that said, man, I love what you do. I love the light and happiness that you bring. And that's so important. So important. Shout out. Let's get the likes up to the watches, everyone. We have 379 people on the live. 569 people on the live. 379 likes. There's a disparity of almost 200 people. Let's get the likes up to the watchers. I would greatly appreciate it. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Don't make me say it again. All right. Okay. Now, I want to ask a question to the trading group here. And I'm not going to say why or what. I'm just going to ask a question. Do you trust a Ballet wallet? And I'm not going to say anything about it, but do you trust Ballet wallets? All right? Do you trust Ballet wallets? Let's ask it on Twitter, too. Let's see what's going on. Actually, let's do a poll here. We'll do a poll here, and we'll put it on Twitter. All right? I'm just asking. I don't want to hurt anyone's feelings. Apparently, they have no issues. Everyone's been happy with them. And this is by Bobby Lee. Do you trust Ballet wallets? Yes, no. Why? Yes, no. Yeah, yes or no. And not sure yet. Do you trust Ballet wallets by Bobby Lee? Ask your community. All right? I just want to see what you guys have to say about it, you know? Just want to see what people have to say. And we're going to throw that up on Twitter, too, and do a Twitter poll. Okay? And, team, let's do more polls. Come up with ideas in polls. I'm usually the only one that does a poll, and I'm just thinking about it. I'm just throwing ideas out there. So, do you trust Ballet wallets by Bobby Lee? I want to know, man. Your answers are important to me. I really want to know. Funny. Shout out to Loudmouth, man. Had a blast with Loudmouth at all the places, man. This dude's amazing. I sold the house to buy Bored Ape Yacht Club 9946 BAYC. Wow. For the last show on Monday nights, the first show on Tuesday morning. Don't miss FOMO with Loudmouth. 10 p.m. CST every Monday, man. Got to jump on that show, man. On Twitter Spaces at loudmouth.eth. Wow, they went to this. I didn't make it to this. I was doing my live stream with y'all. But this got out of hand. And Boss Rutan was there. That dude's the man, too. Really nice guy. Really nice guy. So funny. Look at this dude. Oh, look at that. And now I'm going to get a copyright from that. But, man, we had a crazy night here. It was insane. It was pool parties, cabanas. It was just out of control. It was out of control, man. These guys have me up till like 3 in the morning every single night. I don't know how they party, but they party all the time. He had so many different pairs of shoes, but this was it right here. This was an amazing time. There I am right there, Sin City Crypto. We got Altcoin Daily, AJ. Everybody was there. Sheldon the Sniper. Crypto Face was even there. We got Crypto Keeper, my man. We got my man Six. We got Kareem, man. We got Garrick Soloway. Dude, it was awesome. It was awesome. We got the Lord of Entry, this guy right here, the Lord of Entry, really nice guy. That's Sheldon the Sniper's brother, Dean. Really nice kid. Really nice kid. There's my man Greg, man. Greg's a nice guy. We got Cassius Cuvée in the house, and Jessica. More people. I don't know everyone as well, but I knew, more of the YouTubers and the people in the YouTube space, and it was just a blast, man. And I believe, look, that's Aaron, not Austin. I can tell the difference now. That's Aaron, not Austin. Watch it be like, no, you got it wrong again. But I'm almost 90% sure that that's Aaron, not Austin. But yeah, and that's Aaron's girl. All right. They were inseparable. So, I wish I brought my wife. It would have been a blast, right? And there's my man, Six, man. You got to follow my man, Six, dude. One of the nicest people I've ever met in my life, dude. Love this guy right here. See this guy right here? Board Mafia Entertainment. This dude is the man. Follow my man, 6P, on Twitter. All right. I'm going to show you his Twitter account right now. One of the nicest people I've ever met, too. At 6 with a P right here. This guy. Follow my man, 6P. All right. Make sure you do. Right. This guy is the man, dude. Really good time. We had a blast everywhere we went, man. We really did. Almost looked like me in the background. I'm not sure. I was like, who is that? Is that me? You ever see someone that looks like you, not sure if it's you or not? Insane. So it was just a blast, man, to be a part of it, hang out with everybody. There we are again at the MEXC magazine party, just doing them. It was insane. There's BJ. He runs the boards. Frankie Candles, man, Loudmouth, Crypto Keeper, Cassius Cuvée again, dude, my man Kareem, and 6P, my man, and a random girl that we met. And these two random girls were just taking pictures in front of the MEXC magazine thing, man. It was official, though. It was official, man. It was official. It was absolutely official. Board Mafia, man. Entertainment. You gotta love it. You gotta love it. So anyway, what a blast it was to be alive. What a blast it was to be a part of that insanity. So look, this looks like a flag's gonna pump to the upside. And one more thing I want to talk about for a Bitcoin trade here. Another quick little scalp. Remember, in and out though on Mondays. If you have to be in a hat, you have to be out fast on a Monday. They just liquidated a bunch of longs. Doesn't look like there's much more liquidity to get down there. They're going to try to kind of induce people. They have to induce. They have to make them feel it's going to go down so they can get more shorts to pop up. Then go grab the shorts. Then do the same thing. Go up and grab the longs. Go up and down. Oh, I saw my muscles on that. They were looking big, man. Wow. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for being here and sharing the most precious asset with me, and that is your time. We're going to keep giving you the awesome information every single day, and that makes me think that we're getting into that time. What is that time? It's the news. And hold on, we're probably back to Slack. I gotta fix Slack on that. Slack's funny, man, the way it works. Like, you gotta send me the invite. We gotta figure that out too. I gotta go travel to my mom's house, for Memorial Day weekend. Going back to see my mom. She requested a few days off, but not a few days off. She just said, hey, I really want to just sit with my new life without your father, and I need a few days alone to just kind of take it all in. And 100% respect her for that idea. 100% respect her for that idea. Everyone, let's jump on into the news. All right, and that brings me to the news. So we'll quell the music for a split second here. And I'll be right back with the news. Stay tuned for the news, everyone. I'm excited. You should. Shout out to everybody here. My name is Samuel James Price, and every single day I do a live stream. Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. to 12 p.m., and Saturday and Sunday nights at 8 p.m. And every single day, I give you Bitcoin updates, live trades, coins that I'm looking at, and more. Find out about new coins that no one ever knew about. We were trading Pepe down at 2,000 to 3,000. That thing would do basically a 12, no, more than a 12x, like a 14x almost, and go all the way to 48, 45, or 44, I think was the high. But we were trading at early bird style. So not only do we give you the education to trade, we give you the coins to find, and we give you the news to back it up. So MetaMask sets record straight. No tax collection on crypto transactions. MetaMask, the popular crypto wallet developed by Consensus, has dispelled speculation surrounding its alleged tax collection from cryptocurrency users. In an announcement made on May 22nd, the company on Twitter clarified that the rumors stemmed from a misinterpretation of the crypto wallet's terms of service were grounded in inaccurate information. I woke up this morning and saw that and thought it was absolutely insane. And so that's something also to kind of keep privy of. Yeah, they say a lot of stuff, but it's not true. It's just absolutely not true. Make sure that we focus on that, and we understand those concepts too as well. So super important. Super important that they're just clearing the air here real quick. Whatever you heard is not true. All right, a tweet went viral drawing attention to the Section 4.2 of MetaMask Terms of Service, which is interpreted as a change allowing the company to collect taxes. This sparked concerns with the cryptocurrency community as users speculated that it could pertain to their personal income taxes. We reserve the right to withhold taxes where required. A MetaMask new update in terms and policy will withhold your taxes, decentralized and dying. Apparently, it had nothing to do with it. However, Consensus swiftly addressed the situation. The controversial tax section in the terms of service, according to Consensus, exclusively pertains to the company's products and paid plans. It has no bearing on the taxation of on-chain crypto transactions carried out by the users. We are aware of the tweet circulating inaccurate information about Consensus terms of service. Let's clarify one thing up front. MetaMask does not collect taxes on crypto transactions, and we have not made any changes to our terms to do so. This claim is false. So I just want to put that to air, and that's why this news is special. You might have read that and really believed it. You came to the channel, and we squared it away for you. Now you know what's happening, and that's super important. Very, very important. All right. Web move to earn app STEPN integrates Apple Pay for in-game purchases. Wow, remember STEPN was hot like 4 or 5 months ago. It made a nice little run. We were trading it on and off to the upside. The blockchain game sees fiat on-ramps such as Apple Pay as a means onboarding the next 100 million users to Web3. STEPN Chief Operating Officer Shiti Magani told CoinDesk. And Web3 move to earn game STEPN is integrating payment service Apple Pay as a fiat on-ramp for in-app purchases in a bid to make its app more widely accessible. And that's nice. There's always been somewhat of a discrepancy between whether Apple Pay was friendly with some crypto apps. There's been some battling. There's been some, indecisiveness between the two. I like to see this every single time we warm up to Apple Pay. We warm up to the things that people already use. It's better for the overall crypto space. This is exciting. This is good news. I take it as a very positive. Not a huge fan of STEPN. Not amazing. We'll take a look at the charts in a second, too, after the news to see if that has an effect on the chart at all and see if there's any, technical analysis to back that up. U.S. debt could weigh on Bitcoin's price, some say. The Treasury's effort to build back cash balances after resolution of the debt limit situation might suck out dollar liquidity from the system, pushing Bitcoin lower. As deadlock into negotiations to raise the U.S. government's $3.14 trillion debt limit keeps markets tentative, some analysts have gone against the consensus, warning that a potential deal may bring pain to the crypto market. The U.S. reached its statutory debate. I love FUD like this. This is good. That means the prices will get better and we'll get people to FOMO and sell and act silly, and then we could take advantage of that behavior. Also, we could short the market and make money shorting if that is the case. So this is opportunity all the time. As long as you believe there's opportunity, then there is. The U.S. reached its statutory debt limit of $3.1 trillion on January 19th, passing the Treasury to implement extraordinary measures to run down its Treasury General Account, the TGA, balance to keep the government functioning. That ensured assets like Bitcoin, which are sensitive to swings in the U.S. dollar liquidity, remain bid against fears of government default and the Federal Reserve's continued rate hikes. The TGA balance has declined roughly $500 billion at the start of February to $68 billion last week, according to Micro per Goldman Sachs. The Treasury's cash balance will likely dip to the minimum required to $30 billion in early June, which means a debt deal needs to be reached by around that point to avoid what some believe would be a catastrophic default. It also means that once the debt limit is raised, the Treasury will look to build back its cash balance by issuing government bonds. That may suck out liquidity from the system and put upward pressure on bond yields, as increased insurance would tend to push prices down and lift yields. Bitcoin is known to move the opposite direction of bond yields. Thus, while a potential deal might eliminate major economic uncertainty, assets like Bitcoin have no linkage to the real economy and are heavily dependent on fiat liquidity could in fact suffer. I'll be honest, I'm going to flip the switch on this idea. This is the traditional idea with risk on assets. But another bank collapsed, and the idea that people want to have their own sovereignty to money, he has not mentioning that. And so I'm not saying he's not true that the liquidity could hold the price down, but you have to remember, Bitcoin is not based on just the money coming out of the United States. Bitcoin is based on international funds and funds from all over the place. With BRICS coming and with Russia probably wanting to do oil deals in Bitcoin, that could even offset the people that are buying the yield. And also, government debt isn't that attractive anymore. I don't think there's going to get as much of a yield that he thinks. So in my humble opinion, I somewhat believe this is a flawed article, which spreads FUD. I like it, though, because when there's FUD, it creates good volatility in the market. We got panic sellers coming up. It gives us an ability to short the market, long the market. So from what I'm seeing, I think this is, I'm not saying he doesn't have somewhat of a valid point. It used to be more valid years ago. I don't think he's putting in so much of the macro picture, so to speak. And I think there's more behind the scenes to this article. But again, for some observers, Bitcoin drew haven bids during March banking crisis, although other rate-sensitive assets like tech stocks also performed as well as traders priced in early. but not as well. The S&P didn't do as good as Bitcoin. Bitcoin went from 16K all the way back to 31,000, basically did a double up. The S&P did not double up. Let's make that really clear. So to kind of couple it in with risk assets and say that too, we've also kind of dispelled that by the charts alone. So, and everyone, there's your news for the day. That kind of keeps us privy to the information, and that's good to know. I really wanted to understand what was happening with MetaMask, because I woke up and read the same tweet you probably did, and it's nice to know that that has been fixed and changed. All right. And now that brings us out of the news and back into the regular segment. If you have a super chat, TA, or deep dive, let us know about it. We'd like to talk about it, break it down, and just have some fun. All right. You are part of the show. This show cannot go on without you interacting with the show. Which reminds me, let's look at the poll and see what's happening. So do you trust Ballet Wallets by Bobby Lee? And no. Comment why. I should have wrote comment why. Can I still edit that tweet? No, I don't think I can. I want to see what people are saying. Like, what you got to comment why you don't like Bobby Lee. You know, let's take a look at the YouTube poll too. Same poll, two different places. Okay. So 8% said yes, 30% said no, and 62% said not sure yet. All right. Now I'm going to break it down because the seed phrase is like already on the card, and you kind of scan it away to see it. Kind of a little freaks me out a little bit. You know what I mean? I want to make the seed phrase myself. He says they're made in two different parties, and no one ever has the seed phrase. But I mean, eventually it gets printed on the card, right? I just, as much as I thought it through, it's just never made 100% to me. Jack Levine is speaking at the Ordinal show, which is a good idea. Definitely something to look at. I definitely wanted to jump into that. Anytime Jack Levine is speaking, I definitely want to get down. All right. Why? He said, why not? Interesting. Well, because the seed phrase is created, well, you don't really create it in real time. All right. So imagine losing all your Bitcoin in these hardware wallets, doing the right thing and still getting rugged. Anything could happen. It's definitely something to pay attention to. But it also creates some fun. It also creates some fun, right? Did you get your taxes done? Did you get your refund? Let us know if you got your refund yet, if you got yourself situated with your taxes. So starting to get the pump right now. The 7-minute, I'm telling you right now, just like I talked about earlier this morning, we got the pump. Then the cup and handle got the pump. This looks like a nice, likely move to the upside. It's an SR flip. If you lose the trade, you lose the trade. I like this trade. You know what I mean? Beautiful trade. So it's interesting to me for sure. All right, for sure. Now I got two trades open right now. I got one bigger trade, but I'd like to trade that. I really would like to trade this trade. So here, we'll go to my perpetual futures. I like that 7-minute trade, in and out, right? We'll look for the proper risk management too as well. And I don't want to transfer funds in here. I want to keep it real with myself. There's a delay in data. Please sure to use another network customer. Ooh. That's weird. Haven't seen that before. Interesting. We'll have to look into that. Network is disconnected. I don't think I'm using anything that would block me from that. That's interesting. Interesting. We'll fix that. I'll talk a lot. Yeah, that's weird. Not good, right? When you can't get in and out of futures trades. May have to open up another place to trade futures. I hope not, though. I hope not. MEXC, we'll figure that out, MEXC. I'll hit my contact up right now on MEXC immediately and talk about it. Okay, one thing I want to look at. Oh, that's why he called me. I got a phone call and I was like, why is he calling me in the morning? Makes sense, right? And I got a strong network, so I'm not sure what's going on. We'll figure it out. Always something in the crypto space, in the cryptoverse. I really like this trade, though, and I'll show you the risk per reward ratio. I drew it somewhere around here. I don't know if I go for the whole. I go for like 70% at 1.2. And I'd bring the stop loss somewhere back into this zone. You can even bring it a little lower there. Risk 0.3% to gain 1.2%, and that's a 3-to-1 risk-reward ratio. So it's a trade I'm really liking. And I'll probably put, like, I don't know, 20x leverage on this trade, you know, and see where it goes for like $1,000. And you make the gain, you'll make about, you know, basically the 0.5 is 10%, 20, about 30% on the trade, right? Off $1,000, that could be a $300 trade. And I like you don't have to risk a lot. And I see that we're SR flipping inside of the flag with low stochastics to the upside. So again, it's just how I like to trade. It is Monday. So every time I open up a trade on Monday, I tell myself and kick myself not to do that. But we'll see what happens and we'll go from there. All right. Then we'll go from there. So the spot trading was fine. The numbers are still moving. All right, network is stable now. There you go. Just a little bit of a refresh behavior there. So I'm going to transfer from spot to futures, what, about $1,000. We're going to confirm that. All right. And then this is going to be a separate trade from my bigger trade. All right. These are two different trades. So I want to make that clear too. All right. So we're going to go to the 7-minute time frame. And I'm just trading the smaller time frames right now. That's it. They got a 5. They don't got a 7. It's good enough. And we can see the similar idea here, right? And I like to build it on both places just because I'm super, you know, anal about the way I trade. $1.42. Let me just look at the confluence between the two ideas. Okay, there's the dolphin dip. Dolphin dip. Secondary wick to the downside on the 7. Looks a little different on the 7 then. And so my stop loss is going to be about 26,700. All right. And our take profit's going to be about 27,229. So 26,773 really is it. And 27,194. All right. And you can see there, the green is the exit, the red there, and the blue is the entry. Okay. So 27,194 is going to be my take profito. So what I can do here is and I'm going for the whole thing. All right. I'm going for gusto here. Isolated 4x. Bring it to about 20x leverage. Confirm. Again, don't do what I'm doing unless you know what you're doing and you know your proper risk, right? You can hit the long, take profit, and you can say, right, 27,194, and then it was 26, and I want to be to the T, 26,773, all right? All right, so we lose 6% and we gain 24%, all right? So we lose $65 or we gain $246. I like that trade, all right? Personally, for me, I like that trade. We could even limit in here at 866, and we'll try to get a free trade. If we limit in, we can limit in nicely. So 26, 8, 6, 7. And if you go a little higher, up there it goes to 70. That's the only problem with these. 870. Open the long. We got it with the limit order for free. All right. Or no, open order. We didn't get it yet. 874. Yeah, it went higher than the trade. See, the trade's already going well. That's why a lot of times I do just take the maker. I just make the taker. Oh, yeah, but... Hold on one second. So I'm not keen on using two positions. I haven't done that before, so... Yeah, it did add to the trade, though. It added to the other trade, which is weird to me. But it still has the bigger position that's going to sell where it's supposed to. All right? So we'll either lose the 65 and the position will shrink, but it added to the position. Now I have 2 positions open. I'd like it was 2 positions though, personally. You know what I mean? Not like stuck into 2. But you know, you have $500 that are going for 41,000, and then I have 1,000 going for 27,194, right? So the position is open though. We got the limit order. That was a free order. All right. It's already up, but we can't track it yet. All right. It's also gonna have to take the losses of the other trade out of the game. It's interesting. So I kind of wanted to open 2 positions here and go with the flow. So, but I did open this trade. All right, the last 2 gain out pretty well. And again, we could just slump down and this could dump to the downside. It is false move Monday. Be very, very careful. All right, don't do what I do. I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing I say and do should be taken as financial advice. And I'm only risking $65. I want to make that really clear. Okay, I don't like to lose money, so I'm not risking a lot of money. And you can see exactly how I made the trade, exactly what I was looking at before I made the trade as well. All right. So that's another thing we do here is we live trade. I don't see a lot of people give you the news, live trade, talk about coins on the newest coins that are coming out, go over new coins, you know, break down KASPA and how it's moved. I mean, you learned a lot today. I learned a lot. You learned a lot. Together, we create the lifer community and we create a bunch of educated people that are willing to change their lives. And that's the key. That to me, that's the whole key of the show. All right. Love learning. 430 likes from our lovely lifers watching. God bless you all for being here. Thank you so much for the love. Appreciate you all. New listener to Sam. He has no idea what he never expect it when he's right, which is about 80% of the time. Never listen to Sam. He has no idea what he's talking about. Expect when he's right, which is 80% of the time. I don't know how rude that is. I don't know. Steven, I don't know if that's being rude or I have no idea. I can't figure that out. 430 likes from our lovely lifers watching from around the world. Thank you for your likes and support. Just one. I was just joking, man. Shout out to Steven. I have a lot of haters, man, so I just try to keep it extremely positive as all possible. Someone might read just the beginning of that and not read the end, too. So you're always right. I'm not always right. That's insane. Don't say I'm always right, because that's unfair to me as well. You know, I'm right a lot, I guess, some of the time. You know what I mean? Sounds like a compliment. Shout out to Cesar Cordero. I think it's a joke. Yeah, it is. Yeah. How can you hate the lifer? I don't know, man. But there's, you know what? There's people that hate themselves. And they hate everything they come in contact with. So if they come in contact with me, they're going to hate, you know. It is what it is. Tell your man, I can't even say it, but I have some closet haters, man. We love you, Sam. Glad to have you back in Boston. Shout out to Lifer Adam. Thank you for being here. This man is here every single day for us. Haven't taken a day off no matter what happens. 446 people on the live. Viewership is down hard out of nowhere, right? And I blame it on going out to Miami. I blame it on all these different things. But super chats, and someone wrote Casablanca. Who wrote that? Let's see. I want to see the person's name. All the necessary things apply as time goes by. Yeah. I couldn't see the super chat. He said you were right 80% of the time. I know, 100%. Shout out to Shorts in the game. Shout out to Board Top Crow. You can use USDC for the second trade. Can you? No way. Where? Really? Really? How? I go to futures. I just don't buy it. Where could I use USDC? Ah. Litecoin. I don't see it. Yeah, my dad's, and I watched the movie, man. It's funny. I don't shy away from the pain. I kind of dive into the pain. So my dad's favorite movie, so of course I watched it on the plane. They had it on the plane, and I was like, watch the whole movie, man. If you only watch 80% of the time, does that mean Sam is correct 100% of the time? No, it depends. It would actually be different because it's 80% of the 100, so it'd probably be less. It would be like 60% of the time. I'm not only, it's not about being right. It's the fundamentals he brings to the table that makes him 80% profitable on trades. Stay in your lane, guys, and stay liquid, man. Shout out to the dollar crypto man. I pray God blesses all you lovely souls today. Bitcoin USDT pair. Yeah, but I'm trading futures, so we only have Tether perpetuals. I don't see USDC perpetuals. You know what I mean? Unless I'm wrong, and I could be wrong. I don't know it all, but look, you do coin futures here. Yeah, I don't know. It's not about being. I had to put someone in their place. Putting out a negative short video. The comments destroyed the hater. Lots of positive comments in support of the lifer. Funny. Really, where was it, man? Where was this video, man? I want to see it. I guess I should know. I should know. Shout out to everybody here. I focus on the love as much as humanly possible because that's just what you have to do. All right, that's what you have to do. I just want to know where everybody is, man. We used to, at the end of the show, we get to 700, but at the end of the show, we'd be at like 600 people. And we haven't changed what we do, right? We haven't changed a thing. We've only pushed forward at the speed of light, so it's just funny to me. We haven't changed a thing. We continue to show you what we do every day here on the channel, no matter what happens. All right. See what the hottest coin of the day is here in KuCoin markets. MetaStrike had a move. OVR. Funny, I talked about this double bottom here for OVR. Look at that. And there it goes to the upside. It did a little dip to get a tiny stop losses out. It made a new low and then blasted to the upside. It's interesting, though. I had some TA on that. IBIRDS, I had this trade, had to cut it off. Didn't go well. Went sideways all the way down. Look at this. But it was high on the daily in my one defense. The daily said it wasn't time to get into the trade. So trying to scalp it in the 4-hour time frame when the daily's high can always be a bit of a pain. And look how low we just stayed on the 4-hour the whole time while the daily reset. Still has some hidden bullish, and there's a chance that IBIRDS could make that huge pump to the upside. Only time will tell. So we'll see. I may resaddle up into the trade depending. AFCON up 18%. Wow. Fracton Protocol, which is the coin that creates the movement for the smaller coins, for all these high coins, because they're fractional reserves. They're basically fractional ETFs. But 96% from when I first put that falling wedge out. Funny, Blocktopia, been a long time since I've heard of Blocktopia. It was the coin to be, and now it's like a lot of these coins got beat to the ground. Like, it's like, wow. Double bottoming now. Finding that, to me, it's accumulation zone. Just going to continue to accumulate. If you believe in projects right now, it's a great time. Again, I'm not a financial advisor, but for me, it's a great time to stack and add to projects that I'm looking at that really could make some gains. KAVA's been interesting recently. KAVA swap, which is swap, and KAVA's been interesting. All right. Had a little bit of a spike here, you know, with a pump to the upside. First pump it happened, then it happened again. And we got something like this brewing. There's a bit of a symmetrical triangle with a measured move to the upside here for KAVA, right? Still kind of out of gas there on the daily time frame. 3-day has a little more. 2-day, they're both a little high for not really getting above the zone. You have major resistance for KAVA. So for me, you'd want to break above it, and kind of like we're trading Bitcoin now, you get that falling wedge with the push back to the upside, all right? And now, technically, that trade is slightly in the money there, right? But... and we'll go over it again in the trading group and see what happens. May futures competiciones. The competiciones. All right. And we'll see what happens. I mean, it's a heavier trade, too. Realized P&L, $4. Funny. I don't like losing money. I make it really clear. So, I mean, you're going to take nibbles and just continue to add, or I'm just not, you know. One thing I want to talk about, Polkadot solidifies its position in the blockchain industry with a game-changing partnership, gaining access to a multi-billion-dollar ecosystem. A new bridge is now facilitating the connection between Polkadot and its sister trainer Canary network, KUSAMA. Centauri is the first implementation of the inter-blockchain connection, standard employed in the Cosmos ecosystem. Polkadot has taken a crucial step in its development after launch of its bridge with sister chain KUSAMA. Polkadot has reaped massive benefits since the launch of KUSAMA, which is a scalable multi-chain network for developers and projects to launch. and test out early step development using the same code base as Polkadot. Following the relation, Polkadot and KUSAMA are generally referred to as the .sama ecosystem. According to a post earlier, this 37 parachains have joined Polkadot, with an additional 42 parachains on Polkadot's Canary network. KUSAMA was a parachain. KUSAMA is providing a clear illustration of their dominance. These parachains are able to fully customize their own Layer 1 blockchain in an optimal way for their use cases such as DeFi, smart contracts, social media, decentralized identity, IoT, Internet of Things, gaming, and the metaverse, and sustainability. Per the announcement, Polkadot and KUSAMA will be connected by seamless bridge dubbed Centauri through the inter-blockchain communication standard of the Cosmos ecosystem. Look at Cosmos getting its name in there. Funny, this is why I like Cosmos. See how it's on the back end? It's doing things that people don't even know about or think about. And I'm looking at Cosmos here. Last time someone asked me about it, 3-day chart suggested a move could be coming for Cosmos. We're near the end of this falling wedge. Slight cup and handle vibes out of this too as well. As you get this kind of cup here with the movement back to the upside, this could kind of get things started. I believe when the bull run even just gets a hint of a movement, Cosmos will be one of the first coins to move because of its interoperability. It's a hub bringing multiple connections together. See, it's even there it has something to do with Polkadot and parachains. It has something to do with other things. You know what I mean? So, like, it's also holding. We got into this at $5. It's still doubling up. Consider us at the low of a bear market, and it's also doubled up all the way since January? Yeah, 5-6 months. It's still doubled up 100% gains, which not everything is done even in the stock market. So things to think about there for that. Let's take a look at the total market cap in all of cryptocurrency. And we were in this falling wedge with the wedge. This is what we've been looking at. We've been looking at this falling wedge here on the 2 and the 3-day chart, suggesting a pump will be coming. Previous resistance becomes new support. We got an SR flip going here. This makes a move with lack of bearish momentum. We're likely to see a pump coming. There's also a falling wedge here on the RSI. When I've seen that, I've seen a move to the upside. So this is a bullish sign for the total market cap of all crypto. Shoulder, head, and shoulder. We pumped up. You come back to the neckline. I've seen that many, many times. It's actually a very healthy thing. And it still has a bit of a cup and handle here too, right? There's your cup. There's your handle. This thing wants to soar to the upside. So I'm looking at it closely. The 2-day chart here for total market cap in all of cryptocurrency. Let's take a look at ES1, the S&P futures, just to see what's happening. And we talked about a little pump out of there. We got it. But we can also come back down to the channel. But that pumped out. See what happens right now. The daily and the 2-day also suggest a move is coming for the S&P futures. If they decide to print money, the money's going to have to go somewhere, and then it's going to get absorbed by the markets. It also gets to the biggest people first. And look at the 4,200. It's a big deal. We haven't been above 4,200 since right here, which was August of 20, coming up on a year from 2 months from now. So it's been a long time. We're recapturing some of these highs and these lows. I called the bottom here in October of 2022. That video has been epically recorded, so it's definitely something to think about. Not many YouTubers here called the bottom of the S&P like the lifers did, so we have that for you. So I like what I'm seeing on the 2-day chart. 3-day chart's getting a little extended, so, suggesting that it may, we may be in something like this here. But to me, I still see that as a breakout of a bull pennant. Let's look at our 4-hour time frame. And our 4 hours just getting started inside a flag with the retest. So, again, debt ceiling, we have a lot to discuss that can break it down. So we come back down, and then this little flag could continue to pump. I'd watch this closely here for the S&P futures, okay? And the DXY, because we have to every single day. Let's talk about the DXY. So we went over the idea that we were in this Adam and Eve double bottom, all right? And it did technically double bottom, and it made its way to the upside. The 4-hour time frame was in a falling wedge, and we suggested that it could make a bounce to the upside. Also, when we're really, really steep about this idea, you can say that it, bounce, and it's attempting to bearishly retest right now. For me, it would have to get back inside the zone. However, it did make a flag that it broke out of. It did make a flag that it could possibly break out of to the upside, but only time will tell. And it is trying to get that gain, right? Now, it could also be consolidating this way, sideways, something like this, before another bigger pump. And we'll keep you privy to this information, and we'll delete what doesn't work. But if it continues to go sideways here, then we already know we got ourselves a bull pennant here. And it would be coming back to the side of this, parabolic bottom area that we've been talking about. Let's take a look at the 3-day chart and the 2-day chart. They're getting overbought, suggesting that we're getting closer and closer to our high, our local high. And this is also a rising wedge that could break to the downside. So, yeah. But there you have it with the dollar. What's my prediction for the dollar and my idea? Well, we have to see, like, as long, you know, I believe we can come up and we could double top up here. This would be a beautiful sign. So let's see. I mean, it does suggest that the 4-hour does suggest a pump is coming, which is interesting that the dollar pump with Bitcoin, it could be one of those days where the dollar pumps with Bitcoin. All right. Back to BTC, and we're out of here for the day. Shout out to everyone that kicked it with me the whole entire time. The people that left, I get it, but you missed out on a trade and something else. But again, you can't control the will of the people. The people are the will. So whatever they will, it is what it is. So let's take a look here. But in my trading group, had you been with us this morning, we already nailed the gain, and we nailed another gain too as well. So 7-minute flag going somewhat sideways here. May get a little bit of a move further back down one more time before it tries to attempt the push to the upside. So nothing's really changed since we went up and updated Bitcoin. My team, you can grab the update from that earlier idea. And we're watching to see if this 7-minute can break us on out and get us back above the zone. It is likely, look, top of the channel, bottom of the channel, top one more time for a quick double top, and then we kind of make our way back to the downside. We did get it. We're struggling to stay above this point of control in the 7 so we can get to the volume area highs too as well for Bitcoin. So shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here, sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. And that is all we have for the show today. I'll be back in the trading group, keeping you up to date, keeping it going. Thank you so much for everyone that follows me, that supports the lifer, that joined for the year. We had a bunch of people that joined for the Miami price. We really appreciate you. And I'm going to work so hard to keep you up to date, to keep you going, and to get to find those gems, baby, to find those gems. Everyone, please comment, like, and subscribe. Thank you for sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. And I'll see you tomorrow on another beautiful live stream. Crypto is life, baby. Let's go. Stay motivated. You can, you will, you are the best. Remember that. You are the opportunity. Change your brain, and everything will happen for you the way you want it. I wasn't always in the greatest place. Even right now, I'm still battling. It's never easy. But I show up every single day knowing that the future is bright and that I am the opportunity. You're the opportunity. Together, we can create a beautiful space. I love you all. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you tomorrow on the next live stream. Shout out to Gina Bombina. God bless you, Gina. I didn't see you in the chat. Shout out to all my blue crew and everyone that kicked it with me. We love you all.